Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to this video. If you don't know, I will always recommend playing Dr. Mundo and Garen to any top laner that wants to start climbing, as they are statistically the highest win rate champions in the lower MMR and also one of the easiest to play. However, I found a champion that completely blew me away in terms of win rate, and that is Yorick. Take a look with me right here. You can see that Yorick has a 55% win rate with a 6.2% pick rate over in Iron. However, the same applies to Bronze. He is still extremely high. In Silver, he is still extremely high. Even in Gold, he will still be extremely high. In Platinum, he is a little bit lower, but he is still S+. Now, I wasn't aware of this. It completely shocked me. A 55% win rate is simply crazy. Your opponents have a 45% chance to win the game if you lock in this champion, if you're playing around at MMR, statistically. Without any further ado, I was like, time to start making some more educational content on how to play Yorick. So, we're gonna load up. We're gonna be 2 games over into the Diamond MMR. Playing Yorick, I explained all my thought processes. Yorick is one of the most entertaining champions for me to play, as he is like no other. Nothing in the game compares to his kit. I love playing Yorick, and so I hope you guys will enjoy this video, and see you guys there. Enjoy!
Every move you made, I was watching you.
I'm also going to show the draft phase here, or the champion select, simply because I want to explain you guys my thoughts to have a more clear approach to the game. Whenever you're playing Yorick, there's 2 bans I would recommend. It's either going to be Jax or Irelia. So I'm banning neither, so that if we play the matchup, it will make more sense. Jax was the ban I would have went for here. The reason I would have banned Jax is because I also have a Viego jungle. And Viego Yorick, well, if they lock in a Jax, it's going to be extremely tricky to play, because Jax is good into both Viego and into Yorick, right? And the reason Jax is good into Yorick is because his E just blocks all the damage from the ghouls, making me pretty much useless. And he has a dash, so he can always get out of my W. He can always jump on top of me. Generally speaking, the champions that can jump on top of Yorick are the hardest ones to deal with. Okie dokie. So, there's multiple rune setups you can go. I've personally never played Hail of Blades Yorick. I know it's something that some players will do. And then there is the First Strike or the Conqueror Yorick. I used to play First Strike a lot, but now I'm mainly playing Conqueror with the mindset that if you have Conqueror on Yorick, especially with bomb plating, you're basically able to skirmish in the early game, whereas in normal scenarios you would not be if you go First Strike. So with First Strike, you're always avoiding trades. With Conqueror, you can actually fight back. And Yorick is a very weak early game champion. Your mindset going into the game very often is farming even into level 6 is winning, because at level 6 you can start taking over the laning phase with the maiden, right? But when you go this rune setup, you can actually fight back at level 1 because of the bone plating and because of your Conqueror. Not against every champion, right? If they have like a Darius or a Set type of champion, then it's going to be much harder. But against Camille, we can look to fight back somewhat. So yeah, I'm going to stick with this rune page. I think it is completely fine. We're going to go with Triumph, Haste, Cut Down, because we're not buying a lot of HP. They have pretty... this guy's probably gonna buy some HP. This guy will buy HP. A lot of tanks right now, or supports, they rush Warmocks. Depending on him, if she goes Statics, for example, it will be pretty good. We're gonna go for Lethality Yorick. I don't like to play Bruiser. And yeah, we go for Demolish Bone Plating. And without any further ado, let's dive into the game. Alrighty, so let's take a look. First things first, I'll go Doran's Blade. Pretty much every game playing Yorick, and that is because the sustain on your Q is pretty, yeah, it's pretty good. You have a lot of sustain from your Q, guys. It gives you 4% of your missing health, and also the benefit is with more lifesteal, it helps out a lot as well, and just generally speaking, lifesteal is good. And another reason is the fact that we are able to fight back, which is actually important when playing Yorick. Playing against a Camille that is going PTA Resolve, so that's important to recognize. She's looking for more short range, but you can also go for the extended fights, right? If she has grass, she likes to out-sustain. This is a more fight-oriented build. Now, the way I would see this matchup is that Camille actually wins this matchup level 1 to level 5. And after level 6, I will start hard winning this matchup, because her ultimate is a setup tool, whereas my ultimate is a 1v1 tool, right? Oh, he has to be careful. I think there could be more people. Yeah. I don't know how they got there. I think fighting back in general is very stupid. I started pinging him, but yeah, not much more I can do. I can't play the game for him. Camille gets the first blood. Nothing we can deal with. That sucks, though. Also, one other thing I always think about is when I play against a champion like Nunu, for example, I know that my W, I can just put it in the pathway and just block a snowball like that. Okay, the average jungle main. All good. Okay, she didn't buy anything, so that's very nice for me. And I'm just gonna try and get the priority. And if she walks up for last hits, maybe I can cue her in the face, right? So we are not going to play absolutely passive, even though she is theoretically stronger than me in the early game, I can still fight back because of the setup that we chose for. That Q is pretty hefty, right? 110. Pretty good. So here, we get our level 2 first. That is the benefit we get from contesting Prio. It looks like Nunu is pathing into bot, which is beneficial for us, meaning we are not going to get ganked in the early game here, unless he somehow decides to circle out and come back into top, but I don't think he will. We got 4 ghouls, so I will spawn them right here to help me push in this wave, and we are in an amazing position. Okay, bot lane has died too, so we're already in a pretty much a pickle here. I mean, we've picked Smolder. The champion is not very useful, respectfully. I'm gonna put 2 points into Q here, because I don't think I'll need my W. We traded the kill on mid lane. And we get the wave to crash. We get 18 out of 19. I could just keep these goose here. Also, if I land my E though, she'll get poked pretty heavy. The goose will jump on top of her. If you guys don't know how it works, your passives will stay here, right? After you kill a minion or from this. Oh, I think it's just this guy. I'm gonna wait. Trade is alright with me. I used my Q there. Usually you want to auto Q, but I used my Q instantly. And it shows she had her shield, so I had to wait. I'm gonna thin this out a little bit. She's gonna have her level 4 from one more. Yeah, so now you need to back off. I might actually be dead here, because she got her level 4 too. Yeah, no, I'm just dead. I'm not gonna flash. This is my mistake. I walked into her getting her level 4, and she has PTA. She's still stronger than me in the early game. Fully alright. Well, it's not alright. It's my mistake, but I know my mistake here. I'm not gonna flash. I can TP here. The only issue right now is after her reset, we're gonna be in a lot of problems because she has 2 kills, one of them being first blood. What I should have done instead is just did the third wave crash the way I did. I had 18 out of 19 CS, so I was in a beautiful position, and all I had to do was just not walk up, as the wave was pushing back into me anyways. Canceling her here is pretty good for me, because now she's gonna force to stay here in the lane, which is really, really good for me. So now I can farm a little bit longer here. Okay, so what I should have done was just crash the wave, and then on the bounce, basically, never walk up. And then that would have been perfect scenario, because I'm not forced to walk up for last hits. I'm able to farm even, or maybe even ahead, because I had farmed so well, and we'd be completely fine. However, we made a mistake. It's okay. It happens. I'll make mistakes. But those are the type of mistakes we should be aiming to avoid when you're playing Yorick in the early game. So let's focus a bit more on the gameplay. We're still ahead in CS. She's recalling now, but the wave's in a good spot. And all I'm considering right now is how do I play out the next bounce. So now I have 4 of them. And all I want to do is push out this wave so that the wave will bounce back into me again and I can set up my reset. That's my only job here. So I'm only focusing on the minion wave here, right? I'm not focusing on the Camille. I don't want to fight the Camille. I gotta ensure that this wave crashes. She's stuck here. She's stuck. She used her E as well. If we kill her here, it would be amazing. I have flash Q, but it wouldn't kill her. We do have fully stacked Conqueror here. She used her flash. So now we're in an amazing position. She tried to fight in this bounce while she was not strong enough. My jungler was there. And so now I will get my level 6, which I will instantly spawn. Again in this wave, I'll have a pickaxe. And then we're going to be in an amazing position here. You spawn the maiden, they will jump onto her again. Now we have a pickaxe, we get a reset in, and this is what I was referring to, right? So, even though we died, the wave was in a good position. We cancelled our base 1, so we could hold that position a little bit longer. Then the wave was under our turret, and then, like I was saying, all I need to do now is ensure that I can play out the future bounce. So what did I do? I set up my ghouls, I spawned them, and with the ghouls, all I did was ensure I get the wave to crash into the turret. I didn't want to fight the Camille. If neither jungler showed up, all I would have done is just crash the wave, and I'd be completely happy. Also, let's say Camille would have contested me a little bit harder. I would have gotten my level 6 faster, so I would have always be able to get that in. Reset, and now we're in a good position again. She tried to hard push it, it didn't work, so now the wave is in a pretty precarious spot for her, and I'm actually much stronger in terms of items. I have flash advantage, and my ultimate is much better than hers, so now I absolutely know my position. The only issue is, I am unable to ever freeze a wave, because of the maiden. Every minion that dies now in the proximity of the maiden, doesn't matter if I Q it, or it just dies, it will spawn a ghoul, perpetually. So you see now, every minion will spawn a ghoul, unless I already have 4, so I can never freeze. Once you have the maiden, you are unable to freeze. I'll cancel, and she's dead. That was extremely greedy by her, and I can already confidently say here, the game is over for the Camille. And see, I don't feel like I've done anything very special here. In fact, I would even say I inted. I did the third wave crash, which was good, and it was all theory, right? In the sense that I did the third wave crash, I farmed pretty well, and then all I should have done on the bounce was stay safe. I walked up like an idiot, I walked into her level 4 timer, and that was a very big blunder, and I ended up getting punished. Yeah, we played it well, the scenario afterwards, and yeah, you get you get 1 kill with Yorick, and yeah, you get 4 plates additionally, so that's always nice, I guess. Oh, wait, I gotta be a little bit careful here. You see the Conqueror healing there? Conqueror healing, baby. Plus 142. What do you guys think? Conqueror, or what are you gonna play on Yorick? Yeah, you play Conqueror, guys. You play Conqueror. Okay, we're gonna hard push this wave and reset. So we have our Profane Hydra. The reason I was Profane Hydra is because I want to go for the lethality setup. It's gonna give me wave clear. It's gonna be much easier to contest waves in general. I hard push waves, hard push camps, and we're gonna have extremely high gold income. Now I want the homies to come with me. I'll spawn some new ones. They're gonna walk with me. Oh, that one went for the turret. I don't want to finish up the turret right now, because it's only 8 minutes into the game. It would simply be too fast. And let's scout the game. Okay, so the Zeri is their main win condition. Nunu is in a pretty good spot. Their mid laner is behind. And that's all the information that we pretty much have. And now we're going to see one of the most beautiful things about Yorick, which I refer to as a passive income.
I like money.
If you have ghouls, you can chuck them with your E onto a camp, and yeah, they will do the dirty work for you. And I can basically leave right now. I want you on there too. And they will do it for me. Even though I'm just going to farm this wave here. Some little bit of passive income right here. Not too shabby at all. And they did the golems. They're not going to finish the small one. That's the only problem. If I throw it on a Grom, for example, it's more beneficial. But this also works on Herald, Dragon, even Baron. This is why Yorick can solo Baron at minute 20. If she ease into me, she's also cooked. There we go. Every minion I kill will spawn into the... Oh, I need to make sure that the maiden doesn't die. And she is below half HP from just 1 E. Ain't that beautiful? And I land another one. Gonna de-aggro so the maiden doesn't die. Run away, maiden. And now, I just basically get up the turret. And beautiful. And remember, this Camille started 2-0. She had the first blood. We had an like awful start, right? Awful start. Yorick is just very strong right now. And this is some quick passive income strategies right here. Some very quick passive income strategies. And now I'm just gonna find the Nunu so he doesn't stop me from taking his camps. How funny is this, by the way? It is such a stupid thing that this is a feature in the game. Maybe I should W into either. She's just dead if she does that. I have my Q. Yeah, I mean, it's never close. I'm too strong with Conqueror. And she dies on my turn. AKA when a wave is arriving into her turret, similar to last time, so her death timers are absolutely horrific, because if you kill your opponent whilst you have a wave and ghouls, well, your turret is going to be gone. And that's a tier 2 turret at minute 11. Why did you just jump into a Yorick? Yeah, it looks pretty skilled, right? Yeah, it looks pretty skilled. Land E, game over. That's it. Reminder, I even made a big mistake this game, right? But yeah. I mean, this is one of my favorite champions to play. I thought Yorick was extremely boring and shit, but when I did my unranked 2 master on Yorick, unironically, this guy was one of the most fun champions I've played in a very long time. He's so much different than any other champion in the game. I don't think any champion in terms of design comes close to Yorick, and I absolutely love him. He's also one of the easiest champions to have high gold income on, simply because of the AFK, or how do you call it? The passive income strategies. So, there we go. 4K tokens. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Dude, I should rename my account to Mr. Krabs.
I like money. Oh,
I might have a TP angle here. I'm gonna try it. But the benefit is, regardless, I'll be able to take... I'm gonna W here, like I said, against Nunu. All you have to do is W his pathing, so the snowball will go away. And I believe my maiden is gonna go... She's gone. Yeah, I don't think this works. I don't have my maiden right now, so I'm not going to fight. That is just how it works. My whole team is very, very emotional. That's okay. I'm not going to focus on that. I'm going to focus on my own position here. We'll be able to carry this if I just play it well. So you see here, once I get these minions to go onto the wave, they are perpetually locked there. So they'll stay on the minion wave now. I can never undo them from the minion wave. So what I have to do, you see, they're going to keep walking. They will never chase me again. I have to spawn 3 new ones here. That is what I did consciously. These ones will still go. They're going to push the wave. There's a pink ward here. And I'm going to make these ones take the Herald for me. So now I'm pushing the wave here with these ghouls. I'm doing Herald, and I can also spawn 3 new ones that are gonna do blue buff. And yeah, that's Yorick for you right there. I've done the blue buff. I'm gonna do Gromp real quick. And this is what I mean with being one of the highest income champions in the game. Just took 2 camps of Nunu in his face. Can you not do that to my maiden, please? Goodbye, wife. This guy's still doing Herald. Oh, wait. They actually died. I thought he would be strong enough. I guess I needed a 4th. Wait, I need to quickly take over the aggro. Alright. Catching up real fast here. Not too shabby though. This is why I just love Yorick, man. This is the best part about Yorick. I've just done so many jungle camps, and I think in the past, if I land that, I would actually spawn a ghoul to help me out here. Okay, you'll finish it up for me. I want to go to the bot lane soon, so I can play for the bot tier 2. Both our Tristana and Zeri are very strong, so that's pretty scary for me. Oh, I shouldn't have spawned them. Okay, I think I have 3 with me. What? She's dead. There's never a way for her to fight me. And I would prefer to be bot. Next, I'm gonna farm the side waves. I want to get this tier 2 turret, and in the meantime, if I can, do some passive income strategies on their jungle camps. So that's what's going through my mind right now. These camps have spawned, so why not? I'm just gonna walk back because I'm too scared of them all coming into me. I have a 1k shutdown, and so I'm one of the biggest priorities on the map for them. My jungler is a tilter, so I'm actually not gonna take this because unless he's going into the top side. No, I feel like if I take this, he would tilt so hard. He's already 3 and 7, so you gotta be careful in those scenarios. Okay, W this. And, yeah. Yeah. Remember, if you spawn the maiden, you instantly get 3 ghouls. And, yeah, that helped out. Basically, one-shot the Tristana that went melee range with me. So, multiple things there. First things first is, I don't really need them to help me here. But yeah, we focused on Tristana that went melee range with me, right? Because that's the easiest target. And then we got a massive shutdown from that. I made sure to block the Nunu with my W. I had to learn that though. W placement is by far the biggest skill expression in Yorick. From that point onwards, the skirmish was pretty much won. I'm gonna W here. So the Leon gets... Oh, I thought she would get stuck in there maybe. Okay, I'm just gonna die here. That's a really, really, really terrible death though, because I give a 1k shot out to Zeri, because I'm yapping too much about my W in the previous fight. It doesn't matter, Alois. Shut your mouth. They're gonna help me with that, and in the meantime, I'll send them over here, finish that up, do 2 camps at once. Surely my jungler won't mind that. I need to land the E on Zeri, and I missed. I'm allergic. I'm allergic. I'm allergic to her. I'm full allergic to her. Yeah, I missed both of my E's on the Zeri, which could have potentially changed the fight, but all in all, I think the odds of the fight were just horrible too. Him going for this 1v1 also makes no sense because... Okay, actually... Oh, he didn't mean... Because they're gonna go for Baron. Maybe he can actually steal this. Maybe we can somehow steal it, but it is a Nunu, right? And the problem is Zeri gotten 2 of my shutdowns. She's gonna come back with a full new item, like at least 1 full item. All I have to do is stay alive on side lane. Once I die, they can play the game. If I am alive, I'm a nuisance to them, right? I'm a thorn in their side. If I die, they're able to do whatever they want without any repercussions. I see 2 people mid. I need to E her and then spawn the maiden. Okay. 420. There we go. Ult, and they're gonna jump again, I think. Oh, she walked back to kite. That was a mistake. There we go. That's lethality Yorick for you right there. If you go bruiser, you never get kills like that. I didn't even hit her once. Literally, the goose did all the work. So now what I'm gonna do is a strategy where I might release the maiden and TP top. So I can push both side waves. But I'm not sure yet. It is so hard to do a strategy like that because they have already recalled. This guy has 4.5 items. I have 4 items. I've done a pretty stellar job, but I've died twice to their win condition. It really is their Zeri against me, this game, right? And so I've died twice to the Zeri, like an idiot. And so now the Zeri controls the game more than I do, which is a shame. That is my control too, especially when I died here and gave it a 1k shutdown. That was extremely bad by me. It's just that my mid laner and AD carry each have 2 items. To be fair, so do they. It's just their AD carry that's super fat. Zeri is here, and I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. I can't escape that. It's very smart for them to basically start sieging bot side, but it also makes sense for them because they've already gotten the mid tier 2. It's very tricky in these scenarios. Zeri flash there. I landed E on her. The maid is already dead though. Okay. That's a 1k shot out right there. That's amazing. I'm just not sure how much we can get from this. He's gonna flash too. Alright, just ending the game. We can't really get anything with this. I just get a 1k shutdown. It's nice, but in all the great scheme of things, it doesn't really do much. Baron's gonna be up soon, so my thought process here is I'm gonna go into bot side, because if they are going to be playing for Baron, I want to be bot, and maybe, right? Maybe if my team somewhat plays this well, I can okay, try. Stop Nash. Can they pressure this? That's a massive hit. Holy sh... Did you see my damage right there? That was 1E. And we have died. I landed it. Oh, that's a Tristana too. Well, goodbye life. We're still dying here. 2v4 pretty much. It is so impossible, man. I don't have teammates. I sound just like the bros. Yeah, I'm 3v1 inside lane or 2v1 inside lane with Zeri. It's too hard. It is so hard. I landed, I think. I don't even know what's killing me, but... we got one. Ugh, if I could Q. But then again, my whole team is already dead. Yeah, it's too hard. It is too hard. It is too hard. Nonetheless, I was able to show the strength of Yorick. I was able to show, even though we got so far down the lane in the early game, how to still get back, how broken it is, especially if you kill your opponent on your turn in the laning phase. Showed you guys how to use some passive income strategies. And again, this is why Yorick has an insanely high win rate. Let's move on, bros. Let's move on. Let's do some scouting. The rune setup is exactly the same. We've gone for Conqueror, Triumph, we have Haste, Cut Down, and then we've gone for Demolish and Bone Plating as we're playing against an early game powerhouse in the Renekton. He's playing with PTA Resolve, pretty much similar to what the Camille was playing. Now, one thing that is extremely important, that even though Renekton is an early game powerhouse, he's actually not that strong at the level 1. So level 1, we can fight back. Level 2, level 3, he will start hard winning. Level 6, he actually beats me as well. So this matchup is really hard. Benefit that we have is that we outscale him. The more items we get, the stronger we will become. And so I would say that maybe, you know, take it level 11-ish. I think we can comfortably start winning this matchup if we're even. If we slightly get ahead, then we're of course always going to be in a good spot as well. I want to see if I can scout where Talia is starting. So I'll put my ward down right here. He gave me free access. And I'm going to try and push this wave, but prioritize every Q on his face like that. He auto Qs me, which makes sense. And I want to try and prioritize every Q on his face, both sustaining myself and dealing a lot of damage. There we go. And that's alright. So we get some presence in the lane. His Q is AoE, of course, on me and the minions. And now he has Fury, so now I won't trade back anymore. But still, I was able to show some presence, right? Unless I can somehow space his Q. I think now it's better to prioritize. Oh, I tried to get a minion. I lose priority, of course, because his Q is AoE, mine is not. And yeah, Yorick is still a significantly weaker early game champion. I tried, yes, I stayed in the EXP range there, just making sure I get the melee EXP range. But yeah, Yorick is a very weak early game champion. In the Camille matchup, we were able to get priority, but yeah, here it is very common to lose priority. And it's not a bad thing to lose priority. Getting priority is always good, right? But yeah, now we're playing towards our safe position, towards our happy spot. I'm completely fine here too. I cannot get ganked. And yeah, we're just gonna try and last it here with the E. We spawn the goo. I think I can just alter this. Never mind, the Q went onto him. I'm almost looking to do a very early gank here. I don't think I can hold this. It's gonna be good damage here, but I can't, yeah. That's like maximum we can get. It's good damage though, but yeah, I can't really follow up. So now I have 3 ghouls here, and I want to get a 4th stack, and then I'll spawn it, and then we do the same thing, which is basically play out this bounce. That is what you want to do as Yorick. You want to set up your bounces with your ghouls. I did it wrong again. I pressed Q before I had the stack. So now I only have 3, but it's okay. Oh. Now I'll trade into him because he fought into me, right? I'm not looking to fight him at all. I don't need to fight him. In fact, I don't want to fight him. But if he jumps into me like that, I should make use of the fact that he's fighting into me. There's a very good chance Talia is here right now. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just dead. There's no counterpoint to that combo, even if I'm full HP. And so here, this is why I wanted to get the wave in general, right? There is a good chance Talia is here. I don't really have an opportunity in that position to make a different choice. All I gotta do now is get this bounce in. That is still my only goal, realistically. And I've gotten 4 pink wards because I want to make sure that cannot happen in the future again. I can fight back a little bit here because he had no Fury. Talia might gank me again. Yeah, she is. So I'm gonna block it like that, so she has to walk around. Again, you don't necessarily have to put people in your W, right? Similar to the Nunu. You can also just block people's pathing and be fine like that too. Yeah, it's pretty hard for me to fight here. Because the perma threat of the Talia, I kind of need the Amumu to help me out of this carrier spot. But now the wave is actually pushing back into me. So I'm going to try and bait the Renekton to Q. Oh, yeah, I'm dead. He's stuck in there. Use flash. I think I'm fine. Okay, we gotta recall fast. Okay, he's gonna look for a recall. If he stepped in front of me here, knowing that Amumu should be bot side again here, I would have been completely cooked. Only thing I'm considering right now is how do we get in our next bounce. That is what I need, right? I haven't been able to crash this wave into his turret cleanly, mainly because of the Talia double gang. The Talia has really made this wave, or made this game extremely uncomfortable for me to play. So I have 3 ghouls right here. I'm gonna have 4 now, and I'll slow push this so I don't spawn my goods yet. And the reason I slow push is because I want this next wave to meet up until here as well, closer to here, because that will secure me my level 6, and then with my level 6, I should be able to get this bouncing. So now I have a pretty significant wave. I'm gonna spawn the homies, Eddie and Edward, and we're gonna try and push this in right here with the level 6 timer, which is what I was referring to, and get this in fast. Okay, we get it to crash. Absolutely perfect. Draven died twice. If I know one thing, is that Draven players do not like to die. Ah, mamma mia. Get away from me, you creature. I have my pink ward here. That will give me the most vision. The wave is bouncing back into me, so we're fine in that regard. It just sucks to play in the isolated 1v1. Well, it's not an isolated 1v1. We're pretty much playing 2v1 here, right? My Jhin still has barrier, so they should be fine. My Momo hasn't recalled yet, so that's very inefficient by him. My team is doing well. Talia is only playing top lane, but the rest of my team seems to be doing well, so that is amazing to see. Renekton has hard pushed the wave, but not in a clean fashion, so it is actually my happy spot now, which is extremely good because I'm playing 2v1 here on the weak side. And so that means right now, with them not being able to progress up to me, because I'm in my happy spot, we are in a really good spot. Perhaps I should have prioritized this ward to actually go here, not in that bush. Now I gotta figure out how to play this bounce again, and I found the solution: spawn the maiden. Alright, so let's go, push out this wave now. If I can get multiple ghouls, that would be beneficial too. So we have 2 stacks here. I want to get a 3rd one, and I'll spawn them after I've pushed out this wave. So now we have 3, and so what I can do right now is... Oh, there's only 2. The 3rd one disappeared. That's okay, though. So crash. He cannot freeze it. I get my recall in. Now I gotta choose. Do I go instantly for like this or this? I think the best purchase for me to do is full Tabis and another longsword. Remember, the maiden always walks behind you, right? So if I step here, she will walk behind me. I didn't know this for a very long time, but yeah, it took me a while to figure that out. So where your character is facing is where your maiden will go, unless it's aggroed into something. I don't know where Talia's at. She could be ulted. There, she is topside again. Amumu's bot. He still hasn't recalled. Recall, bro. We're 10 minutes in. This guy's sitting on like 2k gold. He's a billionaire. If it wasn't for Tabis, I would not be able to fight back. He's a little angry, I think. There we go. Fine trade with me. Heal back a little bit more. And all is good. We got his ultimate out. I gotta make sure my maiden stays alive. Get off of her. You piggy. And we're back to full HP. Yeah, we're a level down, by the way. We're down in gold. But yeah, that was a pretty convincing fight, if you ask me. Oh my days. Zyra's coming, but I don't think he'll be in time. Wait. Did I actually just live? These 2 spawn as well now. I'm kiting as well. I'm gonna have my W in a second. Oh, well, we survived it. We're playing into Renekton Talia, one of the most disgusting early game combinations you can realistically play against. And yeah, we've been playing 2v1 the whole laning phase, doing pretty good for us. If I land that E, he might be dead. Oh, I just walked into that, huh? Why did I do that, Alois? Patience, and unless Nami is here, I can just actually 1v1 him. Landed. There it is. There we go. That's why you freeze. They will lose their patience. It's because if I freeze this, he genuinely cannot get resources anywhere. Renekton is top, his Azir is mid, so where does this guy get gold or resources anywhere? Yeah, he can't. And so by freezing there, he will lose his mind. He's gonna walk up eventually, and we just collect the prize. There we go. We're back in the game. I mean, we're never really out of the game. 1700 is a pretty expensive price. This means they're gonna keep walking, so I'm gonna wait a bit. Now we can spawn 3 new ones. So you see these are still here, and I can use them for this dirty business. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna collect some XP and gold here too. Speed up already, eh? Do your job. almost topside. You know what that means. You know what that means, guys. You know what that means. We're still going to be outscaling this Renekton, so I'm completely fine with my current position. If I Q this guy and spawn a new one, he's going to jump as well. And to be fair, they'll just do this job for me. Job done. They will do it for me. And in the meantime, I can just push. Oh, now what is this going? Look at this. I just randomly get a blue buff. Azir's coming too. And Talia is here. It makes sense for them to look for plays onto me, because if you look at my team, it's hard to make plays onto them, right? My Jhin and Zyra are extremely strong. And so from their perspective, it makes a lot of sense to try and gank me, because it's harder for them to make plays on anybody else. But they may have found my Jhin here. Oh, well, let's see. I'm permanently taking third aggro because of the ghouls. Gotta be a little bit more mindful of that. And when you land the E, the maiden's gonna attack. So let's walk away so the maiden follows me, so it stays alive. I need my wife. And well, we've taken the second golem camp. Well, in the meantime, let's take the second golem camp as well, right? So you see here, I'm just cycling the jungle camps, and gradually we're expanding our CS. So even though I didn't get that far fed in lane, we're still completely fine in the game now. And again, this is why I love this champion so much. Again, you can always release the maiden, but oh, I will fight him. I believe I win. I have enough sustain with my Q and the maiden. Q, healing. Okay, I do think the Zyra saved me, honestly, but it's fine because he's had Talia help him the whole game. Nonetheless, very chill. This is a much slower game, but I think it's also just very good to showcase a game like this, to show that you don't necessarily need to get ahead in lane to be successful in this champion, right? I'm still extremely fed, and I was given pretty much the worst card this game in terms of, you know, matchup, and then also jungle matchup. Like, my enemy jungler permanently playing around me. We'll take him down. He's gonna do it. It would just take a while. Such a stupid design, right? No! No! Yes! And this is the third golem camp too. He gave it to me. What a Chad. You wanna fight me? You don't, buddy. Yes, you're stuck in here with me. Goodbye. Yorick. Bro. So, what I want to do now on this wave is get some stack. So, there's one stack. My passive is going to grant me another stack. No, it doesn't because of the maiden sheet. I only have 2 graves. I needed more so I could bring homies home. Right? 3 bros, but I don't have the privilege. I'm going to TP here now. You just have tempo. Wait, they've nerfed this for sure, right? It was, in the past, super easy to do solo Baron. I'm not sure if I can do this. He just killed all the homies. Okay, they saw it. They saw it too, right? Can I still do it? Oh, mama, I am cooked here. Mama. Das ist nicht gut. I will spawn 3 more. This damage right here is my ghouls damage. Yeah, that's why it's already gone. I'm just gonna split push. There's not a better purpose for me to do. Oh. Jump. I spawned 4 more to jump onto her. I'm gonna do a lot of damage. Okay, they've killed the Draven here and the Azir, so that's good. My support won't want their Azir. That's just crazy. I still think I can kill this Renekton here, but maybe I have too much ego. I probably have too much ego. And I just yeah, I shouldn't have TP'd now, but it's okay. Well, in the end, it ends up working out. I believe it ends up all working out here, so it is alright. We can play for the soul, or we can look to end the game here. Let's see. I need to land an E. There we go. That's where my damage comes from. With the opportunity healing. This Azir is almost going to be dead. We don't get to play for the soul now. And we're dead. It is tricky. It is tricky. We have Zyra plants and Yorick Goose, man. Like, this Baron is gonna get decimated. Beautiful. And now I'll push top. They push mid. And let's see if we can end here. Play it slow. If I land an E, I pretty much one-shot somebody. I mean, I don't even have 4 items, but it's still gonna be ridiculous damage. Never mind, bro. What am I saying? Okay, well, we kind of got carried. I would also say that I limit tested too much. Like, tried to see the strength of my champions a bit more. I could have played this game slower, and then would have been more consistent. Nonetheless, I still feel like I played a pretty good game. This one down, Yorick, how can he say that when he got full camped by the Talia, bro? GG's. Well, my team played well. There you go, though. That is the Yorick champion.